Adana is the only daughter of Chief Abina, a billionaire known across the land. Adana has a golden mansion surrounded by tall gate and glittering light. Her life was filled with riches. She had cars that sparkled like the sun, closets overflowing with clothes from every corner of the world, and businesses that never stopped bringing money. Yet, every night, when the world was quiet, Adana's pillow was soaked with tears. People smiled at her during the day, but their smiles were fake. Men came with sweet words, but she could see their eyes, eyes that only desired her wealth, not her heart. Her laughter echoed in empty halls, and her golden plates carried meals she could not enjoy. For though her life was full of riches, her heart was empty. One night, she knelt by her window, staring at the stars. God, she whispered, why can't someone love me for me? Why must every man see my money first and not my soul? Her chest shook with sobs. Then, like a candle lighting up in the dark, an idea came to her. I will leave all this behind. I will disguise myself as a poor village girl. If I am to find love, let it be with a man who knows nothing of my riches. It was a dangerous decision, but her heart was desperate. The next morning, Adana cut her long, shiny hair and packed away her expensive dresses. She wore old, torn clothes and rubbed ashes on her smooth skin to hide its glow. With nothing but a small bag, she left the mansion quietly, without telling anyone where she was going. For the first time in her life, she stepped into the dusty roads of the village as a stranger. Village life was not easy. Children laughed at her clothes. Women mocked her when she begged for food. She tasted hunger for the first time, slept on hard mats, and carried water from the stream with aching arms. But every night, even in her suffering, she smiled. For at last, she was living a life where no one saw her as a billionaire. One afternoon, as she stumbled on the road carrying firewood, she fell. Villagers walked past, laughing. But a man bent down to help her. He was Chaik, a humble village teacher with kind eyes and rough, tired hands. Are you all right? He asked softly. She nodded, and for the first time in a long while, her heart skipped a beat. When others mocked her poverty, Chaik defended her. When she was hungry, he shared his little food. Though he himself was poor, he gave from his heart. Adana watched him with silent admiration. This man is different, she thought. Days turned into weeks. Adana and Chaik spent time together. They laughed at the stream, shared stories under the moon, and sang songs while children played around them. Her heart, once empty, now overflowed with warmth. But villagers began to gossip. Why is Chaik wasting time with that poor girl? Some whispered. She has nothing to give him. Others mocked. Their words spread like wildfire, and soon, Chaik felt the weight of their judgment. Meanwhile, in the city, Adana's true life continued. Rich men came with flowers, cars, and promises. But when they thought she was not looking, they whispered about her father's money. Her heart broke again, confirming her fears. None of them truly loved her. One evening, after much pressure from the villagers, Chaik told her, maybe we should stop seeing each other. People are talking. The words cut through her like a knife. She turned away, hiding her tears, and walked into the night. That night, in her small hut, she cried like never before. She wanted to reveal who she truly was, to prove she was not the poor girl they thought. But she feared he would love her only for her wealth if he knew. The next day, Chaik came back. His eyes were full of guilt. I was wrong, he whispered. Let people talk. I don't care. I care about you. Adana's tears turned into joy as she embraced him. But not everyone was happy. Ngozi, a proud village girl who secretly loved Chaik, grew jealous. She began to spread lies about Adana, calling her cursed, unworthy, and fake. One evening, Chaik asked, who are you really, Adana? There's something about you, you don't seem like an ordinary poor girl. She froze, her heart pounding. She almost told him the truth, but fear silenced her lips. Fate, however, could not keep her secret hidden. One day, a rich car drove into the village, looking for her. A driver stepped out, calling, Miss Adana, your father has been worried. The villagers gasped. Chaik's eyes widened in shock. Chaik turned to her with trembling lips. You lied to me. Adana tried to explain, but his face was filled with pain. He walked away, leaving her heart shattered. Days turned into nights. Adana returned to her mansion but found no joy in its golden walls. She went back to the village many times, begging Chaik to forgive her. I disguised myself because I wanted true love, she pleaded. My heart was never fake. Only my clothes were. But Chaik's pride stood like a wall. One night, alone in his hut, Chaik thought deeply. Yes, she had lied, but every memory of her kindness, her laughter, and her tears was real. Do I let my pride win, he asked himself, or do I follow my heart? The next morning, Chaik went to her mansion. He stood before her and whispered, I don't care if you are rich or poor. My heart belongs to you. Adana's tears fell like rain as she embraced him. Their wedding shook the land. The daughter of a billionaire and a poor village teacher stood hand in hand. Rich guests from the city and poor villagers sat together, witnessing a love that was stronger than gold. Adana spoke with trembling lips, true love is not bought with riches. It is found in the heart. And so, the story of Adana and Chaik became a song in the villages, reminding all that wealth may buy the world, but only love can fill the heart. Sparkles. This folktale carries love, betrayal, jealousy, heartbreak, forgiveness, and finally joy, the perfect journey to keep viewers emotional and hooked until the end.